All right, everyone. Thank you for coming back to this podcast. That was kind of an ass intro, by the way. I think I need to up
Wake
my.
up.
Yeah. So this conversation, the reason the intro is pretty ass. This conversation is going to be a little. I wouldn't say difficult or hard. It's going to be. There's going to be a lot of thinking involved because I'm on this journey, as you all know, to better myself and to better the position that I'm in, but that only goes so far. And it's with individuals that we may have hurt in the past or that we just lost touch with. How can we introduce our new self to them? So, this little conversation we're having is going to be called Second First Impression. And that's the reason I called you, because I feel like you would understand a lot more than a lot of people. So I just saw my ex-girlfriend. It's still so hard to like hear those words, ex-girlfriend. You feel me? And I got upset because of different things that are going on in her personal life and who she chooses to be around. Um, and it hurts because it's not me. You feel me? And I feel like the man I am now would be a lot better for her. But then, how do you take away the memories of the monster? How do you take away the hurt of somebody who made you feel less than? And I feel like that's the person I was, and that's the person she told me who I was. I was just too blind to see it. We got into an argument a while back ago, and she was just saying a whole lot of mean things, and I was upset by it, of course. But then, still struggling with trying to figure out what I need to do or how to get past her. I asked God, "What are you trying to show me in this little storm I'm going through?" And I was talking to this other girl, and she was basically telling me the same thing that my ex was telling me, in the sense of like, maybe you were controlling, maybe you were all these other things. Like, she wasn't saying it like that, but she was wording it to where I was like, damn, becoming a better person is fixing the wrong shit that you've done personally, right? But you can't fix the shit that you don't know that you need to fix.
Right.
So when she left me and had sex with another person, I thought it was all on her. I blamed her for everything.
It is on her.
Of course, she's an adult. She made her own decisions.
Right.
But I couldn't have healed until I figured out why and what I did to push her to choose these decisions.
Okay.
In the sense of, what can I do to now not have this same outcome in a different relationship? And
That's the thing that I want to talk about too. Like, you never ask yourself, like, maybe God is putting me through this so I won't fuck up later in life. So I know, like, basically, I know what my decisions will come out to be if I act a certain way.
right, no, yeah, and yes, basically in a nutshell, yes. Um, I had to. I've been wrong a lot. I think I'm wrong more times than I'm right. And I've noticed my selfishness in different time periods of my relationship with this woman. I don't know when it stopped, in the sense of, when did I stop being mindful of the shit that I was doing? Why did I put aside my own flaws and made it seem like it was all her fault? So talking to this other woman and getting a genuine response instead of a response out of anger or out of frustration or even sadness. You know, sadness can cause you to say and do a lot of hurtful things. So hearing it from two different women, it had to have been true. Even this woman barely knows the tip of the relationship. So hearing that, it was my fault in the sense of continuing to fiend over her and think about her. I'm doing so because deep in me, I know it was my fault. Deep in me, I know I said some hurtful shit. Deep in me, I know I did some dirty shit. But to not deal with it, I made it her fault. So, figuring all this out and now trying to piece things back together, it's like, how do I reintroduce myself back into her life? You know, like, I just told you our cat passed away. We had him for 4 years. It was our first child, basically. I didn't want this grudge to hold myself hostage from getting to love and be happy with the woman that I gave myself to. We even had a real child. So it's like, regardless of the circumstances now, how can I prove to her that I am still worth knowing, that I wasn't a mistake that she has to live with now?
Okay. My question is, why do you have to prove yourself to her?
Because I'm the one who hurt her. And for our son's sake, if we want to continue.
No, I respect that. I respect what you're saying, but like, that's the mother of your child, and of course, y'all have to be like co-parenting and stuff. You gotta be cool, and the love has to be there for your child. But I don't understand why. I don't even understand why you thinking in this way, because the person that I know, the person that you talked to me about, which was your partner, it's a whole different person of what you're trying to prove yourself to now. Because it's, in my head, I see a whole different person from the blaming and fault. I understand in every relationship there's going to be problems, and it's never going to be, always happy. There's always going to be arguments. There's always going to be two sides of it. But from what we have talked, it's just a whole different person from what you're trying to explain to me now. Like, you're saying it's your fault, but I don't see that.
Right.
Because it shouldn't be your fault. It shouldn't be her fault. You know what I'm saying? It should be, there's a reason why all this is happening.
Right. Well, I mean, I feel like hearing you say that, and I agree 100% with you.
Right.
Again, it is her fault for doing what she's done. But realistically, you're only getting one side of the story. And that's my story.
Yes.
Even though I will tell you everything verbatim, because we're so close, it will alter your perspective. Right. And it's nothing bad. Even her friends will only see her side.
Right.
But as a man who wants to be better, and as a man who wants a relationship that people inspire to be like, I have to make this personal. I have to make this my fault.
Right.
Because if I don't pick up these pieces, even if they're, let's just say somebody comes in here and dirties up my apartment, because I didn't do it, doesn't mean I don't have to clean it up. My shit's gonna stay messy if I don't clean this up, regardless if it was my fault or not. So now picking up all these pieces and having a clean house, now I want to be like, hey, look what I've done with the place. Do you admire the decor? Do you like the smell in here? And that's basically what I'm trying to do now. You know, do you see how kinder I talk to you? Do you see how well dressed I am? Do you see how much weight I've lost? Not that I want to get back together with her, but I want to show her the man that you were introduced to is not the man that you should have had at the beginning. This is the man that you should have had. Regardless if we get back together, if you enjoyed this person, then look for somebody like this. But then again, it's like, when she does, why am I upset? Why am I upset that she found somebody different?
Why are you upset?
That I don't know. And I get to a point to where it's like, naming off things that she has and has not, or that she doesn't have. I sit back and like, why am I upset? Why do I miss her? What do I miss about her? And I think that goes back to what we were actually talking about before the podcast. Is just missing that companion. Yeah, the connection. Like, I didn't know this, but I talked to a lot of women on here, and I'm not sure if it was like a self-conscious thing or what it is, but it's like having that female voice in my ear or that female connection or energy. I feel comfortable. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's odd. It's odd to feel because kings are not supposed to show vulnerability,
right?
Only to the one that he's supposed to, and not supposed to be his wife.
Right.
But me not having that, where does a king let out his sadness? Where does he let out his insecurities? Who does he do that for? He's supposed to be strong for everyone else, but it's impossible. You feel me? And it's like, this is an outlet, but nobody can really talk back to me. Nobody can really reach in and give me a hug and take away the pain and the hurt that is still there from a relationship that I know could have been better, that I've known I could have prevented. There's even times where I know a question I would ask would upset her, but I would still ask it.
I just, in my head, I'm like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. That's me now.
Right.
Because I was once in my life, I was in the same place that you are.
Could you have that lighter? I would love you for the rest of your life.
Oh, man. That was a lot of work.
I would have loved you regardless, but I just wanted you to know.
Yeah, but I don't. The thing that's crazy is like, I just want you to be happy by yourself and know who you like. Before the podcast, we were talking about the astrology stuff, and it's not even about.
Have it closer.
It's not even about that. It's just like knowing who you are, like as a person. Like, what do you like to do on days like when you're sad? Like, I don't go to nobody when I'm sad. I literally just go in my room.
Right. So how long has it been since you and this woman been separated?
Long time, bro. I can't remember.
And how many times have you seen her since? There's a handful, right?
Yeah, handful.
I see this woman every day. I have to talk to her every day. I have to be reminded of what I've lost every day.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like when I see her, it's not like I get a feeling. Like when I was obsessed with this girl, I had a feeling inside me. Like I seen her. Like if I would have broke up with her then and I seen her, it was like a feeling. There was something in me, like, I don't know, butterflies or some shit, or getting nervous or something. But now, if I see her, it's like, cool.
Right. Because that time that you've had apart healed you. Every time I'm away from her, it's like I put a Band-Aid on a cut.
Right.
But every time I see her, it's like I rip the Band-Aid off and it still bleeds. So I'm not away from her long enough to fully heal.
It's more of an understanding for yourself. Like, it's hard. I understand it's harder because it's the mother of your child. You had a deeper connection, whatever. But up here, you have to make that, like, decision. Like, okay, we're done. It was a part of life. I'm learning from it. I'm still learning from it. And I got to move on. Don't kill yourself because you're doing all these things good.
Metaphorically kill yourself.
Yeah.
Metaphorically.
Yeah.
We're not for real doing things.
I won't let you do that shit. Anyway, don't just like stress about it, bro, because you're doing all these good things and then one thing is dropping your like confidence or your motivations right back down. Like, yeah, I've noticed it because I've been over here a couple times, and sometimes your mood is high. Yeah. I did this, I did that,
right?
And it sounds amazing, and then the day like today, I come over and your energy's on the floor. Like,
Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's like one thing that you're. Let's just say you're in the NBA, right? You scored 50 points,
right.
but missed the game-winning shot to win the championship. What are you going to think about the most? That's what I'm saying. Even though I'm losing all this weight and I'm doing all this podcast, she is my missed shot. She is the one that.
But why, bro?
I don't.
That's my question,
I don't know. If I had, there's nothing special about her.
Oh,
She can't do. She can. Another woman can do everything that she can do,
and better.
and that's.
It could be better.
It could be better, but that's what I'm saying. But it's, and that's why I want to make this, especially for people in the comments or whoever. I'll probably put this little section on TikTok to get some type of answer, because it's like, I'll talk to them. What do you guys do in a position where you lose someone, but you better yourself, and you sit back and think, why does the next girl or why does the next man get to have a better version of me, and she got the worst? Why did I ruin?
Whoa, that sounds perfect. Am I?
Think back to the woman that you loved. Right. All the things that she is now that is wrong with her could have came from you. Right? Even if it is or if it isn't. I know that some of the things that I've done to her that is now negative towards her is because of me. I put things in her mind that causes her to be.
That's her. We're going back to her decisions, though. Like,
no, I'm not talking about her decision. I am saying, how do I move on knowing that I fucked up somebody's life?
You didn't. It's all learning. It's all a learning process. I feel like I've done things way 10 times worse than you to a female. I hurt a person worse than you.
Right.
Like, I have made some bad decisions.
How are they doing?
Hopefully way better. I ain't gonna lie.
But see, hopefully. But what if they're not? What if you did something to them now that they can't trust a man? What if you did something to them that now they're just selling?
I feel like that's a good thing, though, because they'll know what they want in a man. I am a person that they didn't want, obviously.
You've seen Medea, right?
Yeah.
You've seen Medea goes to jail.
Right.
The girl she got taken advantage of and became a prostitute.
Exactly.
That one decision that her boyfriend did ruined her life.
Right.
If they never would have met, she would have probably died a prostitute. That's what I'm saying. You're saying it's for the best. That sometimes it's not for the best. Sometimes you really hurt people beyond repair. Maybe I did that to her or not, but that's what I am dealing with. Me as a man, me as a person who was supposed to take care of her, can't let go of the fact that I probably did something to her that was irreversible.
First of all, this was your first relationship. So I feel like this is an experience, really, of how you should be as a man to a woman. Like me, I had a couple.
But she's not practiced. She wasn't a punching dummy.
Right.
So you can't say this is a learning experience, because she shouldn't have been that.
Right.
You feel me?
It should never be like when you get in a relationship, it should be for a good cause and love and all that stuff that comes with it. But I'm just saying, like, me, I don't think about it that deep type shit. Like, every situation that I've been is a different woman with different things that they bring to the table. But I know what I want now. So I feel like as a woman, she should know what she wants in a man now, because she. My dad's calling.
You can take it. I'll talk to him.
Cool. I'll be back.
Yeah, guys. So I'm really not sure what is driving me to have these emotions or having these thoughts that I'm not. It's not that I'm not feeling that I'm worthy of love, because I know that I'm worthy of love. I know that I'm a man capable of a woman loving. But it's like, because it's not her, I feel like I'm missing out on something. And then when she gives that love away, now I feel like she's keeping it from me. And maybe it's not a personal thing, maybe it's a selfish thing. Maybe it's a childish thing. But I feel like this is something as men that we need to continue to ask ourselves in every relationship. What did we do to cause it to end? You know, at the beginning of this whole journey, I told myself I forgive myself for what I've done to everybody else and what I've allowed people to do to me. But why can I forgive myself for what I do to her?
Whoa. Why can't you? That's why I really don't get it, bro. Like, I'm being honest with you, bro. Since we brothers, I feel like you came on top. You are.
I am on top. That's the.
That's what, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, when you talk to me and we hang up the phone or we text and I'm like, why are you feeling like that? Why?
Yeah.
I feel like, damn, you winning now type shit. Like you say, every conversation.
And that's the hurtful. So, yes, I'm winning. But I've told her when we were together, we're going to win. When I get an award for something, you will be there. And now she won't. You feel me? Not like my dreams had her in it. So it's like, what does these dreams look like now that she's not?
Bro, you know, well, the girl that I had for a long time, I seen her everywhere. And everything that I wanted to do in life. I literally put my life on pause just to do the best that I could to make that relationship last. But when a person makes decisions on their own, and they totally different from what you see, bro, just know that's not the person for you. I ain't throwing no shade on nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's something really beautiful about it when you come out of it type. Like, all the conversations that we had over the phone that were good is, I did this now, I can't do this now, or I never done this, now I'm doing it. Look how my body, look how much weight I lost. I just seen some pictures of family pictures, bro. And I told you, damn, you know what I'm saying? You look this way in this year and look at you now type shit. And you doing way better. So that alone is supposed to tell you something. Like, this was supposed to happen so I could get to this point in life.
But why does heartache have to be the only thing that makes you grow? Why couldn't I have done all this while loving her?
I don't think it's hard. It's more of a, when I was with somebody that I really loved, I put more energy and my mind was more on them there, on me, and my purpose in life.
Right.
I feel like now you have more time in your hands to think about what you want to do in life and what man you want to become in the future. So at the end, it's like you're good type shit. I know it hurts, but you gonna get over it. It might take longer, but shoot, you're gonna be okay. At the end of the day, you're gonna be alright.
I agree. But it's like, that's, we like looking towards the future. We like planning for the future. But it's hard to think in the moment. Let's just say a Friday at work. It's a long day. And you know, once you get off, you're going to go party. You have a week off. You're doing all this shit. Every second feels like an hour. Every minute feels like a day. That's what's going on with me. I know eventually I'll be fine. Mm-hmm. But every passing day feels like a struggle to continue to be happy. Feels like a struggle to remind myself that maybe it was for the best. Maybe the man she has is better for her.
Listen.
But because of the promise we had to each other, that we were supposed to be better for each other and then come back as one. She looked me in the face and said, "I'll never have sex with somebody. We were supposed to, like, this breakup is not supposed to be us finding other people."
Fuck, bro. It's your first breakup, so.
Regardless, I'm pretty sure there's people that's watching that's been with 9 girls, but one of these girls, even the 9th one, he feels the way I'm feeling. So it's not because it's my first girlfriend. Love is love, regardless of how many people you gave love to. I'm pretty sure there'll be one girl that,
yes, in
your mind or in your heart, you loved more than all the other ones.
Yes,
even though she wasn't your first girlfriend.
Exactly. She wasn't my first girlfriend.
So and that's what I'm saying. So saying it's my first girlfriend doesn't disregard my feelings. Like, I understand the puppy love shit. I didn't understand it now or at the beginning, but that puppy love shit was true. But heartbreak is universal, regardless of what number it is. It probably still hurts for you to break up with bitches. It's probably really difficult for you.
It's easy now, bro. Like, if it ain't that one, then
but
I understand what you're saying, bro.
But that's the thing. It's like we're two different men, right?
Yes.
You make a lot more money than me. You're a lot handsomer than me.
That don't mean nothing.
No, listen. These things come easier to you. Like podcasting, this comes easy. I can do this for hours. Right?
I can't speak.
But if bitches was podcasting, you would be Joe Rogan. I just want you to know that. That's a compliment.
Okay. I didn't understand it.
That's
why I looked at you like that.
They did. No, but I mean, I know. Maybe I'm just sitting up here talking.
Overthinking. That's what I hear. Through my head is like. I
didn't even drink this.
Drink that. Anyways, in my head is like it's okay that, like, you still love her, right? I still love the one I love.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I'm talking about. But it's a different type of love type shit. It's like, I hope she's doing okay. You know, I hope she's, elevating in life type shit. It's not like I hate her. I don't hate none of my exes, because in my head, they taught me something. They all gave me a lesson in life. So now I know, like, even though I say this, I might get the wrong one again, but that one will teach me another thing. Like, you have a deeply love for her, and once you accept that this is not the one for me, you will be fine, bro.
I hate that I'm this type of man now,
right?
Because
I hate it too.
Well, no, like, so I was gonna say it, but anyway, I get to a point to where if I think something, I have to say it out loud, in the sense of, like, if I hold it back, then I'd be like, damn, you a scary ass bitch for not saying things. So I feel like the reason why I am upset and the reason I am the way I am now is because I don't have a girlfriend and she has a boyfriend.
So
oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah,
surprise.
But yeah,
sir fucking prize.
But listen, why do you need a girlfriend?
And
I was about to say boyfriend, but I thought about it.
I appreciate you fixing it. This was the last time this nigga's gonna be on. There's stuff. We love everybody here at Socks On or Off Incorporated. That's definitely gonna be my company one day.
Right.
But anyway, it's not that. It's
You're
it's
acting
like it's
like
like look how better I can do without you. Like, even though it probably goes against everything, but listen, it's not the point. It's when you have somebody willingly give everything to another man while living with you, while in your mind still loves you, while going to your grandmother, your mother, and smiling in their face like everything is fine, and knowing in her mind that I just got done fucking somebody, but I'm gonna go in his grandmother's face, in his mom's face, and tell them I love your son, I'm taking care of your son. That's the shit that drives me.
Okay, bro. So if that makes you so mad, why want her? Why still be heard about her? Why?
That's
The
why.
thing is-
Look, I'm about to bring it all together.
Okay.
But that's why I posted that thing on Facebook. If
Hey, you need to stop doing that.
If she doesn't see your worth, why is she worth the pain?
I feel like you be posting stuff just for her to see, and
No, we're not friends on there.
she gonna see it.
She's not.
She gonna see it. See it somehow.
Nobody that knows me are friends with her. So she's not seeing anything. I'm doing this because this is my job. I talk to people about
not this. I'm talking
I'm saying
about
that even Facebook posts.
Right,
I
Facebook
post that
posts.
so people can think. I've had women that are my mom's age come to me and be like, I didn't yell at my husband because some of the things you put on Facebook or in your podcast. So I do these things to get people to think. But that's what I was saying. If she don't see your worth, why is she worth the pain? But then
so why?
It comes full circle because it feels like I drove her to that. I did, and that's the thing. I have the hurt and the sadness. I have to get rid of both of them, but I don't know how to do or live with. Like, even if I get rid of the hurt, I still have the sadness.
Okay.
But if I get rid of the sadness, I still have the hurt. So how do I do both?
I'm understanding it better now.
Exactly.
But listen.
And that, hold on. I just want you to know how good your brother is at this. Everything that I've been talking about, we just circled around and here we are.
Exactly. Listen, I'm understanding it now
Right.
even more. Like, you doing all these things, right? She has a boyfriend, right? I ain't gonna lie. When old girl got a boyfriend, shit hurt. But unlike you, I had a distraction, and I'm not proud of it, but I had a distraction, not on another woman, but I had another distraction, like drinking and shit, going out on weekends,
Yeah.
every weekend type shit, and I didn't notice that I was hurt, bro, and I didn't accept it for a while, bro. I was like, I'm doing so much better. Why him? Why not me? Type shit.
Right.
Just like you.
That's
That's like you, but
Yahtzee.
but I came to an understanding, like having friends like the friends I have, they really are clear minded when it comes to this relationship stuff. And they're not telling me what to do. They're more explaining the situation that I'm in, so I can understand what I'm going through. So that's what I'm trying to do with you. Because if you're doing better and you calling me and you texting me, hey, brother, I lost so much. I got new clothes. My house is clean now.
I'm not dirty. I'm not dirty, guys. It's just the person I live with wasn't.
Hey. He's not dirty. That's all we gotta say. Then it's like you telling me all these good things, and then out of nowhere, that hurt comes back. But I don't understand the part of it's your fault. Your fault. It will be some crazy shit like,
Okay,
I fucked 2 bitches in front of her.
No.
Now she traumatized, and
No, it wasn't.
Now she
It
wanna
wasn't.
fuck.
It wasn't that. It was similar. It was similar. One of the hurtful things.
I don't need to hear the hurtful things,
No,
because
no,
I know the hurtful things that the other person has done. I never heard I heard what you done because you told me.
Right.
But
But no, it's
different.
not. I'm not going in detail, but during
Don't say
a very crucial time,
I remember.
I brought up something inappropriate,
Right.
right?
Right.
And it made the person feel like I didn't want her, and
And that's what's crazy too, bro. Because I've seen it that you was obsessed with this woman. Like,
yeah, and
you'll
that's-
do
and that's-
anything, and you'll do anything for
and
this woman.
that's what I thought. You feel me? And that's what I thought, but not
Your whole
knowing.
family sees it.
Yeah, but not knowing the whole pain that I've caused.
Come on, bro. Why you keep going back to that?
Listen, doing that and I hurt her. If you hurt somebody and you
I hurt somebody.
But listen, if you hurt somebody and you love that person enough to want to fix it, you're going to fix it.
But
You
if-
feel me?
But if that person don't want you to fix it,
But what if
by
they do?
No,
I'm not
by
saying-
their actions, if they showing you that thing doesn't want to be fixed,
Right.
you cannot longer try to fix it, no matter what you do or whatever you change in your life, and they still don't accept the fact that you're changing and doing better. Nothing's gonna be fixed. In my eyes, it's just like you trying to fix, and she's blind to it. At the end of the day, you cannot do nothing to change a person's way of thinking or force it to make it right, because that's not going to work.
I agree.
Right.
I said this on podcasts plenty of times.
Right.
If somebody breaks you, it is not the other person's responsibility to fix you.
Exactly.
But as the person who broke somebody, it's hard not to.
Don't do it again.
Exactly. Yes. I know. And I'm not going to do it again.
Exactly.
You feel me?
And
I loved what you said when you said if this person don't want it to be fixed, you can't fix it.
At all.
And it's not that she don't want it to be fixed, right? It's just she don't want the type of relationship that we used to have, and that right there hurts. And regardless if it was good, bad, ugly, knowing that 4 years of my life has came to an end the way it did, right? And now at the moment, there's no hope of having that again. So it's new territory for me.
Whoa.
You feel me? Like it's new. This is all new. Dating again. That's weird. After 4 years, it's weird. You feel me?
It's weird to me.
And
too.
even I want women who are not like her.
Mhm.
Like, yes, she was black, but she wasn't the blackest, right? And it's like the women I'm going after have this type of soul about them, right? Who are I don't know how to explain it, but now I don't. I'm a nerd. You feel me? Like I had this girl over, and she saw my Green Lantern ring, and she was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Yeah, put it in the camera." Shout out to the Green Lantern Corp. But she was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was like, "Damn, it's my Green Lantern ring." And she was like, "Oh, that's cute." Right. I haven't heard from her since.
Fuck. I thought that shit was going to end good. Like, yeah, I got her number.
No. I'm just fucking with you, but no, it's just shit like that. It's like I know how corny and a goofball I am, and it's like my ex-girlfriend didn't like these things.
Okay.
We were just comfortable with each other, but it's like, am I gonna find that person who really?
Yes.
And that's what I keep telling myself,
Yes,
and that's
you
why,
are.
and that's why I want everything that I'm doing for myself now. I want to continue losing weight. I want to continue getting good at this, and I want to eventually find somebody who loves me. But it's like I need to let go of the sadness and the hurt first. And I feel like what you said, just continuing to know.
Right. I just don't get that you're doing so much better. But I feel like you have a mindset of I'm doing better so I can get her back type shit. That's what it sounds like in my head.
Which camera am I looking at? This one?
Yeah, this one right here.
When I get abs, I'm outside. I just want you to know that.
Okay.
So I wouldn't. So you're right. pay back. You feel me?
First of all, pay back to who?
I'm emailing it to her. I'm
No,
Dropboxing it to
this
her.
was crazy. Listen. They will hurt. Girls will hurt.
I know. I don't want
It's
to.
silent.
I was just playing. I'm not gonna be outside.
Females, man.
Yeah,
don't do that to the partner.
Don't. Yeah, for real. I mean, in all honesty, I mean, I feel like I'm a little bit better spirited now than when I was. So let's just drop off that conversation. I mean, not drop. I feel like it was the perfect place to end.
Right.
Continue to be your best self. Continue to grow, knowing that the person you will be. Like, I mean, let me backtrack. I have a child with this woman, so I'm going to see her for the rest of that child's life.
Right.
Prove to her that you can be better. Show her that you can be better. Regardless if she acknowledges it or not, she is going to see the beauty of what you could have been. And it's not that you're doing it to pay her back. It's to prove that you weren't a mistake.
I tell that to my friends all the time.
Right. You weren't a bad guy. You were just a bad person at that time.
Right. I tell them all the time.
And you never know what can happen. Y'all can be best friends in the future. Y'all can have a mutual understanding that I'm happy for the person that you became. I'm happy of the person I became.
Oh,
Let's let go of the hurt.
Of course, yeah.
And do this parenting shit right. Even if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like if you meet a woman and you were like, damn, you weren't a good girlfriend, but you're a hell of a woman and you're a good friend.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're good.
But, so I mean,
y'all were good. I'm being serious.
I only had sex one time.
Oh my God, I wasn't talking about that. What the? What I wasn't talking. I was talking about like y'all was good at first, but it just didn't end well.
Yeah,
but
you're like a snowball. Like snowballs are cool. They're nice and small. They're cold sometimes, but if you roll it down a hill full of snow, it can hurt somebody.
Right.
Did you hear the way I said snow? I didn't like that.
Me neither. Anyway, but yeah,
but
you're not supposed to hurt your other partner.
Yeah, just be great.
Yeah, like just be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be silent if you see him wave, or y'all don't even have to say anything to each other. Like I don't wish nothing bad on none of my exes, including the bad ones.
Besides, I hope they lose $5, or I hope they stub their toe.
Hit their toe on the table.
I hope they tire flat every Monday after 2:00.
No.
Not flat that you have to pay to get it fixed, but just put some air in it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I hope it's only like a little bit flat, so like it's noticeable. It's noticeable.
I hope they had to put premium air in the tire.
Yeah, I hope they get a nice car and have to put fucking diesel gas in it. Fuck her, man.
What? No.
Oh, no.
No.
Sorry. I'm still learning.
You still learning.
But no, another topic that I wanted to talk to you about. Joyner Lucas just posted a new music video to his song called Broski, and
I don't even know who this is.
The video I sent you.
Never heard of him.
There's no way.
I never heard of him till that video.
I'm Not Racist. The music video. The black dude and the white guy.
No.
If I said Daddy Yankee, you would.
Whoa! I heard about that guy.
Anyway, so
Mad Bunny.
The song starts off of Joyner's friend congratulating him on all the success that he's accomplished throughout the years, and then it starts to get pretty dark from there, and the friend feels entitled to Joyner's money or success, and then it continues to spiral to where the dude is now envious of Joyner's life. He said, I should have everything you have. I would be more appreciative. I would do all these things. And there was one thing that he said. He was like, you think you're better than me? You think you're this, you're that. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, only you perceive it that way. A person, and I posted it on Facebook, and I was like, once you start doing better for yourself, others will start thinking you're trying to be better than them.
Not my friends.
I'm glad you have good friends, okay?
Yeah,
but I'm saying when let's just say I blow up in podcasting, and
Right.
one of my friends were like, "Hey, Julian, remember we used to hang out?" Or actually, what if he's like, "Hey, man, I'm glad you have this TV show. I'm glad you're doing this. Like, this is amazing. Look at all the people." But you remember when you used to hang out before you had all this? Remember? Oh, remember I bought you lunch that one time. I feel like you know should give me like $2,000 just because I was just your friend. You feel me? Like remember those guys
on.
tried to beat you up and I was there like. And that's the thing. It's like now they start to feel entitled for the hard work that you have put in. And that's why I wanted to do the response, because it's like when I was putting in hard work, you was at the club. When I was asleep at 10 o'clock, you was drunk as fuck. It's like all these things that I've done. And
You talking about me?
no.
That's me.
Start getting drunk.
Nah,
No, but I'm saying it's like deep down, you're not mad at the successful man. You're mad that he had something that you didn't.
and that's what I don't understand about like friendship. Like right now, I don't even feel like I have friends. The people I surround myself with are like brothers to me, are like sisters to me. You know, Jordan and Ariel. But that's one thing I never understood about, like, if I once said I love you to you, and I have, you know, I have said that. I have said that to you. I have said that to Baron. I said that to Jordan, Ariel. I said that to Dominique. You know, and I never in my head once I thought, this nigga acting too funny,
Yeah.
and just try like to betray y'all type shit.
But see, that's the thing. Not everyone is like you. Think of the situation you had at the club when somebody thought you wasn't helping.
Right.
That misunderstanding, if it got deep enough, he would kill you.
Nah. Nah, he wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, he wouldn't.
But I'm not saying, okay, even if it's not true, people who are watching it, you have to understand, there's people who sold drugs with family members, and like back in the day, or even
Right,
now,
right.
and they ended up killing them.
Right.
You feel me? So
Right.
I'm not saying it. Like I was saying it
yeah.
personally, but I'm saying it like for everybody else.
Right.
You have to understand the way you think is not the way other people think. You're sitting there right. You can sit there right now, and I'll tell you to think about something.
Right.
You can be thinking about anything.
Right.
I would have no idea. You could look at me in my face and say I love you,
And you
but
can
go fuck my bitch.
Right.
You can look me in my.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. None of the people that I have in my group, it's like that, bro.
Right. No, and I love it, but that's what I was saying about the video. It's like even if we think we have these people, we don't know. And you probably would have never thought that you and that person would have had a misunderstanding.
Right.
But it happened.
Exactly.
The Joker said this to Batman once, and he was like, the only thing that's different between me and them is one bad day. One bad day can cause somebody to be the new Joker. One bad day can cause somebody to go into a kid's school and do bad things.
Right.
One bad day.
Right.
So it's like that movie or that music video was so beautiful because it's like you have to appreciate your success. You have to enjoy the things the fruits of your labor, but you have to understand when you put people in position that are your friends, or like Kevin Hart did a beautiful thing. Every person in the Plastic Cup Boys has a job.
Right.
He wouldn't allow somebody to be in it if they weren't contributing to him or to the group.
Right.
That one friend who leaked
Right.
never would have thought that would happen, but it did. So it's like you can do your best to surround yourself with great people, with family, but one bad day.
Right.
And it's so scary. And that's why success is the most beautiful yet terrifying thing. People will do anything for success. and not everybody gets it. There will be more people at the bottom than there'll be people at the top. There's only been 100 or 200 something people in the NBA ever. But the NBA is almost 100 years old or some shit.
There's only been 200 people since it started.
Some shit like that. Yeah, that's how rare it is to get into the NBA.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no. There's how many teams are in the NBA?
32.
And they have about 10.
I wouldn't say 100, but it's like it's a small. I said it's so.
Small. Yeah, that's so bad.
I'm glad you're smart.
Yeah,
he's the smart friend.
I was like,
he's the smart friend.
I was thinking about it like, since when? Since it started? And there's how many teams? Bro, in one season, at least 100 people is in there. Just in one season. You said
not 100, but like. Not a lot of people. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah, I feel you.
There's more people who are not in the NBA than there has been in the NBA.
Right.
But imagine how many people, right, from the time they could dribble a basketball, was saying, I'm going to be in the NBA, and don't. Like, Ja Morant's friends, right? You don't think they wanted to be in the NBA?
Yes, sir.
You don't think they wanted to make millions of dollars?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to be around him and make him feel as comfortable as possible so I, without doing the work, can be an NBA player.
That's understandable. But like as a friend, like I always thought, if I made it, everybody around me has to make it. Type shit. If
But make it how? How do you make people want to make it? Like that friend that I made the podcast about who got all in his feelings?
Who?
Is a basketball player or we hoop with him sometime?
Who?
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But anyway, for the people who don't know, I made a podcast for my close friends called
Oh, okay.
yes.
Yeah.
I think
okay,
the art or the sacrifice to success or some shit.
Right.
Go check that video out. But in the video, I was like, we got to grow up. We can't be NBA players. We can't do this. We can't do that. Right? And the person got upset to where they thought I was personally attacking them. And it's like, I'm the friend that will make an uncomfortable podcast to let you guys know how much I love you and want to see you succeed. But for you to be like, nah, how dare you attack me that way? How dare you not have faith in me? That's the type of friend that would be on that music video. Even want to see him now. Hey, what's up? How's this? How's that? But in the back of my mind, you hated me for something I did to try to help you.
That's what's crazy. And that I understand.
And that's the thing. And it's like, I can be successful at this, right? But what if my brother can't do some of the things that I need to make my brand grow?
Right.
What if, like, even me and you, we've been together for a long time.
We've been brothers. We
Yes.
haven't not been together.
Shut up.
We've been brothers.
Yes, we've been brothers for such a long time,
Right.
right? But there's going to be something that you can't help me with or I can't help you with.
And
Like when you
Of
were
course.
truck driving, I can't teach you how to truck drive. I can't give you I can't work for you when you get your own company because I don't know that shit.
you could help
But
business wise.
right, but listen. Jose starts to make so much money. Jose starts to do, and we went hungry together. We did all these things together.
Of course.
We talked about being successful, but you're the only one successful. Why am I not successful? Why am I not? Why couldn't I be born with wanting to be a truck driver? Why couldn't I? And then,
born with it.
but that's how people think,
Right.
and that's what gets to a point to where you now have to, as a successful person, you have to be more observant with people's body language, the way they say things.
That's what I'm good at. I'm actually really good at that. So this how I see
That's something I didn't know about you.
this is what I'm good like with the people that surround me. Like I recently fucked up with a friendship. It was a more like a brother type
Right.
friendship. So I know the people I surround myself, and I know how they act and how they're gonna react to stuff. So I peeped that. You know what I'm saying? Person never betrayed me, never did no dumb shit to disrespect me. None of that. Just like the persons I have now.
Yeah.
Like Jordan and Ariel understand what I need in my life and when can I hang out with them, and when I need my space type shit. And even Baron, me and Baron been friends for a long ass time. Just as much, we met them together.
Yeah.
And sometimes I go days without talking to the man. I go weeks without talking to the man. And when I give him a phone call, is, hey, how you been? We still got that connection. So what I'm saying, like, I can see people's actions.
Yeah.
Not clearly. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but the connection from a friendship and something like I call like brother connection is different. Like I have people that I'm friends with, but we only are friends when we see each other type shit. After that, oh shit, I don't even hit them up type shit. I don't even talk to them type shit. But I know who I want around me, because them people understand who I am as a person, and I understand them as a person. Like we actually had time to know each other type shit and know what we want from life. And I feel like I might be wrong, but then again, I feel like I'm right. And you can't predict the future, but all of my friends right now, they have love for me, and I see it. Not from what they saying, but actions type shit. Like me and Jordan know each other. You know what I'm saying? When she's mad and she don't want to be bothered, I know off of body language.
Yeah.
And the same thing with me, Ariel. I know how you are. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I come over, I see the mood, not being a funny guy type shit.
Right.
And I see that type shit. So it clicks in my head. Okay, I need to get the.
That's a really good trait to have.
Right. I need to get up and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? He needs his time. So that's a thing for me that I can see, not just from friendships, but from other people too, like relationships and shit like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question. This is also for the audience. If you won $1 million, actually, why did I fuck it up? Anyway, how many times have somebody asked you for money that is your close friend this week? You don't have to say the name, but how many times they asked you for money?
This week?
Yeah. Or in the 2 weeks, or even this month?
Zero.
If you won $1 million, how many people do you think will ask you for money?
All my friends.
That's scary.
No, it's not. It's not to me.
Think about it. And okay. Think about this. I'm gonna ask you again. If you won $1 million, how many people will ask you for money?
None.
If you won $1 million, just everybody. Let's just say you said no to everybody. How would they feel?
They'll feel some type of way.
That's scary. That's scary as fuck, right?
It's $1 million though.
I'm gonna look you in your eyes right now. If you won $1 million, you've made way more money than I have.
Exactly.
This man said I had like thousands of dollars saved up. How many times I asked you for money?
0 time.
Because I know how hard I'm not waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning driving no fucking truck, but he is. Even if I've had $0 over here, and I was like, there's no way. I've asked, like, before I started getting on this shit, I've asked like one friend for money to help me out, and I haven't paid them back. I'm hoping to get financially stable where I can, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not. I don't know. That's the type of person I'm not going to be envious of your success. Period.
Right.
But some people are, and it's the scary for you to be like, it's $1 million. It's the. Eventually, you're going to have that money, and eventually, you are going to say no.
Right. But listen, nobody has. When I'm making the type of money I'm making good money, right?
Right.
And I have friends that have good jobs, but they trying to get into that situation of being stable, so they have to manage money some way to get to where they want to get.
Right.
Like getting a place and shit like that. None of my friends has asked me for money, and I'm talking about almost 8 on me.
Yeah, no,
And
that's fine.
Nobody has.
But
robbed
a
me.
million is not 8, or 8 is not a million,
Right.
and that's what I'm saying. They're not, and it's not to say because I have respect for those two people. They're good people, and I'm not saying them, and I'm not saying them. Period.
Right.
I'm just saying, for you to be like, all my friends would ask me for money if I got $1 million, and let's just say you was like, let's just say this meal is right on the head to start your business, and this business is going to cause you to be successful. And when you're going to say no, they're going to be like, what the fuck? He don't deserve this money.
But listen,
He had. Oh, I don't know.
I understand
maybe
I understand what you're saying.
Maybe
clearly.
maybe the greenery is having me trippy, but that shit's so scary to me though.
But listen, bro. If I make $1 million, bro, I have gone through so much pain with the people I've
Right.
been around.
Right.
So automatically,
Yeah,
as a person,
I already know it.
I'm like, let's ball out.
I
type shit.
already know it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spend on my mom first,
Right.
then my family members, the ones that are close to me. Then after that, we're going on a.
But see, that's different. That's different because if you got $1 million and you offered me money, I'm going to take it.
right.
But as your close friend, it'll be weird because sometimes we go days without talking to each other.
Right.
You text me, hey bro, I just want $1 million. I just want $1 million. Damn, bro, what you doing? Like, come through. And then I'm like, hey man, Elijah needs diapers. Like, that has to but I can't. After going days without, there's no way. That's the first thing. I couldn't do it. And that's the scary thing about that video. He was saying, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that. Now where's mine? I'm going to take, or I deserve.
Those are not friends, though, bro. I wouldn't call that a friend.
But you only know that when they show you.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You saw the music video. He was smiling, like Jordan was smiling. He was happy, and right when he was like, "Do you think you can go to the bank and break me off something wavy?" And the way he looked at him, and he like sat up, like, "Where are you going with this?" I thought you were for real. Like everything you said to this point is shit now, because you want me to feel bad for you by my success. There's a UFC fighter, Israel Adesanya, the black dude. He was like, I bought me a new, let's just say Ferrari, and this dude was jealous of me. And like, he didn't tell me. I heard this guy was upset that I bought this car. I didn't drive that car for a month because I felt like I shouldn't flaunt around him. But then he was like, what the fuck? I'm the one who fought in the cage. I'm the one who busted this is my shit. And that's what people tend to do. They'll make you feel bad for your hard work, while they could have been doing the same shit you're doing.
Right. I feel what you're saying, bro. But I feel like if I ever win $1 million, if I ever get successful, bro, everybody gotta come eat with me. I'll make the table. Y'all come sit down. And it's
But to me, it couldn't. This is only a one-time thing. I just got done watching an anime. They were like, My Hero Academia for you nerds. They were everybody has powers, right? And these teachers were like, and they all want to be superheroes. The teachers were like, we're making you this food, but from this day forward, or from tomorrow and moving forward, you have to make everything yourself. And to me, I'm like, that's the most beautiful shit you can teach somebody. You're going to accept this. You're going to embrace this, and now you're going to go get this.
Right.
And if you're not going to get it, you're not coming back in here to eat.
Right. That's what
You feel me? Even if you go out like, hey, bro, look what I'm doing, and you're showing me progress. You're showing me. Of course, you're in my circle now. What do you mean? Everybody that's in my circle now are working to be better. The dude who I was talking about earlier asked me the last time I called him on the phone.
When was the last time?
I remember the first porn video I've watched before I remembered the last time I called this nigga. You feel me?
I feel you.
That's what I'm. And
It's
that's
life,
what I'm
though.
saying.
It's life, though. Like,
Exactly. That separates the haves and the have-nots. So I'm not going to allow this have-not to come back into my circle.
exactly.
You feel me? Everybody who came through that door and been on this podcast is a doer.
Right. I get it, bro. Trust me.
So
The thing is, I think about it differently though. Like if I would have won $1 million, you didn't even have to ask type shit.
exactly.
We're in a deeper connection than
Right.
most of these motherfuckers.
Right, and that shows. But see, yes, and I understand that. I understand.
Even if you didn't call me for a month,
That's-
I win
yes.
$1 million.
Yes, I know. I'm the same way. Hey, Jose, where you at, bro? What, like,
Right.
because I understand.
But some people,
But
yeah.
it only goes one way. Normally, I see it two heads, like a coin, heads and tails. I don't see the tails to this. I would have to be given it. I couldn't ask for it.
Yeah.
Some people don't even want it to be given. Hey, bro, I appreciate you trying to give me, but I'm gonna try to make it cool. But you're still, hey, bro, let's go out to eat. Nah, bro, I'm not. Nigga, let's go out to eat. Like that's way better to me. Even if you accept it or don't accept it. But now that I'm talking about it, I would understand. Be like, nah, I still don't see it. If you're not working to be better, nigga, don't ask me for no money. No, it'll be different.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be different.
Okay.
Like me and you just celebrated my 50th episode a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna ask you for some money if you want, right? I'm trying to be better, okay?
Yeah.
But if I was just a no good nigga, well, if I was if I was somebody else, well, and I asked you for money, but don't ever give me money. You feel me?
I would never. There's only one more person I would give money to outside of my circle, and not because of my actions, but more of a respect thing. Like nobody was there for me at all, but that person type shit.
And and all I'm saying is this podcast is coming full circle.
Right.
That's how I feel about Aquila.
It's different. It's way different, my nigga.
Okay, so we're probably talking about
Quit trying to get that back in here, man.
No, I'm
we
not.
were doing
I'm not,
good.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about a friendship. I ain't talking about no ex.
No,
I was talking about like a friend that I called brother, and I said I love you too.
Right.
I would bless him. Type shit.
All I'm saying. What camera am I looking at again?
Right
This
here.
one.
Is there another?
If I, that's gonna be my thing. That's what it's like. What camera am I? This one.
Okay.
If I make it big, she's definitely getting something.
Right.
So I'm saying the same
Right.
thing. I'm saying the same thing. Like for my future girlfriend, wife, if I make it, she's getting something.
Right.
Because this woman loved me when nobody else did.
Whoa. I loved you.
No, like
I did.
like
I didn't
like
physically.
female
Oh,
wise,
okay,
right?
okay.
She was with me.
Your mom loved you.
She a
Your
bitch who
sister.
sucked my dick, right? she was the only one doing it.
Oh, that's not important, bro. You got
You kept saying things. But anyway, like I was saying,
bro, this shit crazy though.
she was the first one that was. She was everything.
That was your first girlfriend.
Exactly.
Your first girlfriend.
Exactly. Which gave me.
A son.
I can't ask for nothing. I can't ask this woman for anything more.
Make me a sandwich.
Her food wasn't all that.
Okay, but listen, you need to stop going back to just.
All right, you go pick Elijah up every day. Then.
I will. Shit, I work down the street. I'll pick him up right after 5:30.
Uncle, why are you doing here?
Come on, let's go, man. You gotta go see your
He's
dad.
like, mm-mm.
We gonna talk some shit. We gonna talk some shit outside of podcasting.
Yeah, but
This
no,
will
man.
get
I
too
mean, this has been a great podcast. I mean,
Of course.
I do feel a little better, But and that's the thing about relationships and about love. Period. That I'm trying to figure out.
The love pill is strong.
It is, but like you heard things that people say it was a mutual breakup. It was this.
Right.
I rather have went through that. It's the trauma of the relationship that I'm holding on to, and it's just trying to make things make sense. Trying to make and you can't remember every conversation. You can't remember every argument.
I can.
Ask me about.
Shut up. Man.
Ask me
Shut
about
up.
anything.
Shut up. Shut
Ask
up.
me about anything.
Shut
I'll
up.
tell you right now.
Shut up, man.
When was the last time y'all argued? It was about 6 months ago on a Thursday,
Yeah.
5 p.m.
The wind was slightly breezy.
Yeah, I had a cheeseburger in my left hand.
Then you be like, Jose, what's 5 times 5?
Shit, you got me on that.
But no, I mean, and to wrap everything up, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you have to accept. I mean, Julian, you have to accept the trauma. You have to accept the hurt. You have to continue to being a man that is worthy of saying, I fucked up, but I'm doing my best to make up for it.
Amen.
Regardless if I'm doing it personally for you,
Amen.
how I treat other people from myself is making up for past hurt. And hopefully one day I'll be able to look this woman in the face and say, I apologize for the things that I've done to you.
Amen.
And hopefully we can be better. But until that day, we're done.
Hopefully.
From us to you all, may your pain be champagne.
Or Henny.
Anything's possible.